Like, what are you doing to figure out of the 1,000 priorities you got to do, you narrow it down to 5. How are you doing that?
So you have to start with, what are we trying to accomplish as a company? So are we trying to pivot to something? Are we trying to build into new markets? Are we trying to launch a new product? What are the big strategic choices for the company? So you know them, then you have, okay, brainstorm. Everyone brainstorms. There's no wrong answers. And then I actually asked the team to start prioritizing which ones they feel could have the biggest impact on some of the company's priorities, and to be specific. I learned to actually break this up into a multi-day exercise so that people had time to reflect and think. So then we come back and I actually was using a spreadsheet, but there's software that you can do it. People are scoring and we're shortlisting. And then we're discussing, and why do we think that would be impactful? Why do we think that would be? And we're not talking about tactics here. We're talking about goals. Why would that goal move the needle? And there are no sacred cows. I put something out there. Anybody can say, I don't think that's going to move the needle. Here's why. I think it would move the needle like this. Now, I have improved on it by asking people to build on. So, yes, Brian, that's a great idea. And if we did this, it would move the needle more. And so we're refining it, because people execute on, deliver what they create, what they own. So I'm not telling them. And you could argue, oh my God, you took everybody out for 2 days, all the stuff that didn't get done. Correct. Because everything that would come after would be faster and higher quality, because we paused and we did the work of alignment. Now, Brian, 6 weeks later, we always reviewed, and I think you saw in that meeting, we always revisited the BHAGs and like, are they still the right BHAGs? Because you learn things from the market, from the company. And so you have to be flexible enough to shift. Then you now know the big goals. You can start working on the objectives, and how are you going to measure progress on the objectives with key results? Now, you were in a meeting where we were reviewing everything we had accomplished, and people had come in having scored themselves. And they were going to have to articulate or defend their score in a room of their peers.
It was almost QBR style. Now that I look back on it, it was
Yeah,
the most impactful meeting I've ever been a part of.
right.